Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Monday, June 23rd, 2025. So, to say this was one of the stranger days would be an estimate on exaggeration because today was insane. I don't think anybody really had any idea how the market was going to react to the weekend bombings news that went around, and we saw, like I said, the futures dropped, they went up, they dropped. So the futures really didn't give us an idea as far as what was going on. And here you can see, we opened up, we had a little bit of a dip, and then the bulls just stepped in, and it looked like they were just squeezing the bears here. And they hit, they just kind of ran into this, not even really that much of a resistance here, and then took out the lows. And this is what trapped all the bears. I was one of them too. At one point, I got out pretty quick. But the thing is that we came down, and this once we got back above this pivot here, the 59.76, we just saw an all-out short squeeze, came down, and they never gave the Bears a chance to get out. So it was very strange. I just really didn't see this coming. I don't really think there was any news about the war that really that gave anybody a bullish side to go on this. But the thing that was even stranger was, one of the things that I pointed out in the morning notes was nobody really knows what oil's going to do because Iran, that's their kind of ace in the hole on how they can kind of cripple things. And oil dropped 8% today, which is, or yeah, over 8, almost 9% today. So it really, nothing made any sense. Anything that you thought was going to happen, the master planners basically just took that and did the exact opposite. To see a melt up on a day like today was just, it was weird. I was gun shy. Like I said, I was looking. What happened on this is that when we came up, I actually did sell some call premium fund for the fund, and I kind of just left everything, and then it ended up coming back up and just taking out these highs on it, and we ended up losing $300. But it's kind of just a waste of a day because we had such big movements, but it was really something I didn't see coming. So, take it for what it is. Just that it's a lost day. But let's go to the 5 minute chart and see what's going on. So right now, this is the support zone that the bears need to get through. Until they do, the bulls are going to continue to try higher, possibly for new rally highs. Now, this is coming from the 604 down to the 59.87. If they take that out, then the bears can get some momentum going. But there's going to be buyers waiting right here because this is these are the bears that got trapped here. They were shorting this, and now they're trapped. So if it comes down, they're going to become natural buyers. But if the natural buyers don't outset the natural sellers, that's when we can see things swing to the downside. But we had bearish divergences starting from this move here. My AI software triggered off a false short position on it, and like I said, there are days that happen like this where things are just a little crazy, and you just kind of brush yourself off and wait for something that's a little less volatile than we saw today. So this is the support zone that the bears need to get through. If we take a look. Here's your resistance. They closed this gap right here. And if you remember, I'm going to go back to oh no, it's the 60-minute chart. Okay. So this is what I was showing you about that, the inverted head and shoulders pattern, where remember, I said, I'm not sure how this is going to play out, but this could be a left shoulder. We would come down, and I said, I would anticipate them bringing the markets back up to the right around that 6018. And I even put that in the room that I was anticipating this 6018 to come in. It went a little bit above, which is not, you just kind of moved the neckline a little bit up. But if this pattern is going to play out, what you would look for is a move back down somewhere into the 59.80 area, and that would form the right shoulder. But the problem with this pattern, I pointed out to one of the subscribers, who pointed out another inverted head and shoulders pattern that he thought I should know about. But these are the highs. So if I kind of zoom out here and just go like this, and I'm going to make this small so you're not even going to see that. Does this look like it's a bottoming pattern or a topping pattern? So, this is where we came from. Up here, this looks like consolidation. So the reason why I'm saying it, an inverted head and shoulders pattern is a bottoming pattern. That's when we come down like this. When we're just going sideways and we're down a little bit from the highs, this pattern sometimes, I'm not going to say all the time, sets up as a bull trap because if the thing is, it's not really even that big. So let's just say that the neckline is this right here. I'm going to say, because we came up, and let's just say that we have a little bit of a pullback, and it sets up this pattern here. So if that's the case, what we want to do, you want to figure out what would be the target, and basically it would look something like this. We would take it, we measure from the low to the high, so now we take that and put it up here, and this is going to give us our target. So if this breaks out, this is taking us almost to I don't know if it's taking us, I don't know where the new all-time highs. They were up at 61.45. So it wouldn't take it exactly there, but this would be your upside target somewhere right around that 61.13. It would definitely be new rally highs. And again, it's we had these bullish divergences. I just really didn't trust just the news to take it, to say, all right, well, we're just going to be buying dips here. Because it was just, it seemed like they can pull the rug out at any time. So I was kind of caught like a deer in the headlights, and just kind of watching things and trying to figure it out. And it got more confusing as the day went on. But this is what the market does. It really confuses everybody before it shows its true hand. So again, if this pattern is going to play out, it's just something that we want to watch. We would then get a pullback somewhere down into the 59.77. It would hold, and then we would come up, break through the neckline, and again, the upside target would be the 61, right around that 61.15. But of course, these are going to be the resistance levels. So we have the 60.28. You can see it touched it. That closed this gap. We don't have any bearish divergences, but pretty overbought here. If it makes it above, then the next one's going to be the 6050. And above that, then we're looking at the previous rally highs, and that's at the 6060. So if we start getting above that part, that's when we're going to start looking at these levels up here, up at the 60.60. And again, if it gets above that, then we're looking at a move at the all-time highs, a test of that. But like I said, as far as wave structure, I don't know if this is just a minor wave four. It doesn't really seem like it, but in any case, no matter what it is, we're still making some type of wave five, whether we made it already. And the reason why I'm saying is did we make it already? Because I'm going to clear these drawings off, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Boom, boom. So let's take a look at where we are as far as fib numbers here. So here's the low, here's the high, here's the low. So right here, the 60.34, typically what happens now, we don't really have five waves down. That's why I'm not really banking too much on this. But if we, say we came down and made a 1, 2, or just an ABC, we came down, and now what's happening is we're going to go do a 78% retracement and then head down. That would, that would make sense as well, because we have, like I said, on this part, we, on the daily chart, I mean, we have the five waves, and this may have just been a bull trap. I don't know. If we obviously take these highs out, then we're going to be looking at the previous all-time highs. But if it holds below it, again, we can still just be building out a wave five. And again, whether it needs to be up here or it happened or here, the next move is the larger move is going to be to the downside, where we'll be looking to retrace at least 50%, 62% of this entire rally. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. If I would have followed my, what I wanted to do, well, I did follow it as far as selling call premium, but the problem is I didn't really see it come back up and taking those highs out. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Maybe the bullishness has a reason. I mean, to me, I can't really figure it out all that much why everybody got all bulled up on everything, but it is what it is, and this is the market. So we just need to figure out what's going to happen next, and how we can, profit on that. So with that, have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys in the